Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jordan Bateman, Director of Communications for the Independent Contractors and Businesses Association. Thanks for clicking my link on the Orca, the little fish that could. Hey, I want to talk about Andrew Wilkinson's last week because he had a very good one. You know, as a leader of an opposition party, especially one who is relatively unknown outside the party, you get a lot of criticism. But you know, let's give credit where credit is due. Andrew Wilkinson had a great week, starting with a very strong policy convention in Vancouver, where BC Liberals from across the province, almost 1,000 of them gathered, debated some very interesting policies and tried to really empower their caucus to go even harder on free enterprise issues and to do the job of connecting economic growth, jobs, to everyday people, a connection that seemed to break down in that last election campaign. It didn't seem like the BC Liberals could articulate precisely how economic growth would benefit everyday people. It seems like they've learned that lesson and are now starting to deal with it. That was a very good speech, very good convention. Then they followed up with a very strong performance in question period. I'd say their strongest in any week of question period since, in opposition, since they took an opposition. They embarrassed Mabel Elmore on that $61 per day per diem when at the same time she was Instagramming out pictures that she was taking the welfare food challenge and trying to live on $19 a week. That means she was pocketing about $250 extra that she shouldn't have. She's paid that back, but it made national news. And when you're in opposition, that is a big win. They also forced Ginny Sims, who just happens to be in a very important swing riding in Surrey, to have to really backpedal furiously on some email and political issues. It takes away that aura of moral superiority that the BC NDP had when criticizing the BC Liberals for transparency issues while they were in government. He even got a lucky bounce, Doug McCallum, on the SkyTrain issue. Apparently Justin Trudeau says that he would fund SkyTrain instead of light rail. John Horgan keeps dragging his feet. That's going to be very bad for John Horgan in those swing ridings of Surrey. And look, Horgan, we all know what's going to happen. You're going to end up funding this. Those swing ridings are too important. I don't know why you're pretending otherwise. There was the Main Street poll that showed Wilkinson had edged ahead of John Horgan and leads in every age group over the age of 35. It's only the 18 to 35s that are keeping John Horgan competitive in that Main Street poll. And then finally, he got under the Premier's skin. Look, that prop rep debate, McLean and I on the political hot stove, BC Poly hot stove, we broke it down right afterwards. And you know, we were a lot more complimentary of Wilkinson's performance right after than some folks were on Twitter. But you've seen now, as the days have gone on, that you know, the reporters, the pundits seem to be coming to our side, that Wilkinson really did win that debate. So much so that Rob Shaw wrote in the Vancouver Sun on the weekend that the prop rep folks may have to change their entire strategy to deal with the fallout of Wilkinson's strong performance. Most importantly for Wilkinson, though, he got under John Horgan's skin. Horgan has a long memory. That will be something that will be interesting to watch in the days ahead. So look, if the BC Liberals win the next election, we may look back on this week as a big turning point in their effort to get there. I'm not sure John Horgan is terrified at this point. You know, I don't think he is curled up in a ball, worried that he's going to lose quite yet. But at the same time, you can bet that in his beloved Star Trek fandom ways, John Horgan is saying red alert on Andrew Wilkinson after this last week. Thanks for reading the Orca. I appreciate it. I look forward to talking to you again soon.